Welcome, my name's Liam. So today I'm talking about peace, what it is, how to actually obtain it. So the thing that people misunderstand is that they think they want happiness. But a lot of times, if you were to ask someone when they were the most happy, it's usually a prolonged state of some form of nothingness. Vacation, it's nothing. It's going away and pretty much being as lazy as possible. People will say they'll reflect on a time when they were on the beach, drinking from a coconut and bathing in the sun. Well, really what they're doing is it's a form of escapism, but at the same time, they felt at peace in that moment. Yes, they were avoidant of reality, but what gave them that sense of happiness was really peace. Naval has a quote where he says, "Happiness is peace in motion. Peace is happiness at rest." So a peaceful person can be happy whenever they want. But the center of all of that is the peace itself. So if you think of yourself like a lake or an ocean, where the surface is going to have ripples based on the weather, based on mostly the weather. So you can't control that. But what happens is the surface ripples, and then all the way down here, it's always calm. Your head is the same way. Stuff's going to happen day to day. Someone's going to cut you off in traffic. Someone might hurt your ego. Someone might call you something that upsets you. But you have to realize that there's a state of peace available to you at any point in time. Even if someone passes away, you're going to feel things, but you can stand beyond the feeling, even if someone breaks up with you. But it takes practice. Now, how do you actually start developing peace? Well, one of the easiest ways is to do it with the small things. I use driving. I inference driving a lot because it's something that everyone can relate to and it easily pisses people off. So let's say you're driving on the highway. Someone cuts you off. There's certain people out there where that event in itself will tick them off for 30 minutes. They're going to be driving, they'll be like, or they'll flip them off, whatever it is. Start there. Start by not letting meaningless things, which if someone cuts you off, you get mad about it, and then what? You forget about it? You got to realize you have a finite, fixed amount of energy that you can put into things, and you're using it up on someone cutting in front of you in traffic that what? Really made a fraction of a second's difference in your journey to your destination? That's complete bullshit. Also, if you're that fragile that you can't control yourself when someone cuts you off in traffic, what do you think is going to happen when something actually difficult comes about? You're going to explode. Do you really want to be that fragile that when someone just simply goes in front of your vehicle on the highway, that you can't stay at peace? It sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud because it is. So you need to start controlling those little things, even interpersonal conversations. Someone says something that rubs you the wrong way, notice it immediately. Everything that makes you feel a little bit iffy inside, as soon as you notice it, the actual act of recentering yourself is something like this. Let's say I'm in the office. Someone says, you're kind of fat, but you're athletic. I don't know, some weird comment that just hurts my ego. Anything that hurts you and makes you feel a certain way has a hint of truth to it or something you believe is a truth. If someone says you look like a zebra, you're not going to think twice about it. If someone says something that you've been battling, maybe something about your weight, it's going to rub you the wrong way. But let's say someone says, "Liam, you're skinny." Well, I used to be really skinny. So once upon a time, that would make me feel angry. What I would do now is I would notice it. So they say, "You're skinny." I'd be like, wow, that just made me feel a certain way. But you can feel the ripple effect of energy. It's literal energy. There's a chemical reaction. Check this out. I don't know if this is backwards, but there's a chemical reaction whenever you think a thought or receive a thought. The neurons in your brain fire. They literally create an electrical charge, and then there's also a chemical reaction. So it's an electromagnetic field that kind of emanates around your being. So you have to be able to notice that and feel it. Now, all it is once you notice it, it's literally an act of breathing and almost keeping your body still. If you're still, your body realizes that you're in control. If you react and you get all heated, it's only going to perpetuate the situation. So don't react to it. It's as simple as that. It's a process of noticing it. And if you can be still and breathe, still breathe. Basically, a lot of your emotions are based off of your actions. So your action being stillness and breathing literally signals to your body that you're back in control. So it's noticing it and then gaining physical control. And then you're pretty much past it. So I think my challenge would be when something happens today, something will most likely happen that's going to make you feel bad inside. All that is your ego hurting and not enjoying what it's receiving. It's literally all ego based. Rocks don't give a shit what you say to them. So it's noticing it and then just gaining physical control. And the more times you do that, you kind of develop the muscle of the awareness of feeling your thoughts and emotions and not reacting, just observing, and then gaining physical control. And there will come a point when small things don't bother you anymore. And then you move on. It's like increasing weight in the gym. You go from 5 pounds to 10 pounds. So now it's the little things. Now you get in arguments and you remain calm. You build that up. You do that over time. And actually, you're a lot more rational when you're at peace. And you're going to find that you have a lot more energy and you feel, quote unquote, more happy. But search for peace and develop peace because it's a skill. You don't get peace and happiness from running away and escaping on a vacation. Actually, you get it inside all along. It's the lake inference. There's going to be ripples on the surface, but the peace is always available within you. So stop getting pissed off about dumb stuff. Everything that you've been pissed off about, if you're happy after it at any point in time, you got over it. Don't let little things that are going to pass literally just take from your being, and use those opportunities to develop and callous your awareness and gain peace. Cheers.